What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with another Africa Cup of Nations video. Today, I can't believe this has been the best game of the African Cup of Nations so far. From what we've seen, especially in the scoreline, I don't think anybody will believe it. But the Algeria versus Senegal contest, guys, I knew this group specifically would just be insane. And especially when you have Senegal and Algeria, two of arguably the most talented squads in terms of talent, potential, star power, just going head to head at each other. And I expected it to be this way. I was kind of rooting for a draw, I'm not gonna lie, because I wanted to see both of them sort of make it to the knockout rounds, maybe in an even spot, so that way they may end up facing each other later in the tournament. But nonetheless, Algeria are the ones picking up the win off of my predicted champions of the African Cup of Nations, Senegal, in the Group C matchup. And guys, it was kind of split. It was kind of a split matchup in general. Possession went a lot more in favor of Algeria throughout the match. And I mean, you could say that it was kind of split, but at the same time, I feel like Algeria sort of had more of a staple in the game. Both teams played in a 4-1-4-1, which surprised me for Senegal, because usually they play in like a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 style formation. Usually they have that sort of down packed. Sadio Mané, Keita Balde-Diao, Niang up top. Idrissa Gueye didn't start, which was surprising to me. I don't know if there was like an injury involved. Checo Kouyaté and Alfred Ndiaye started in, actually Kouyaté rather started at center back. Ndiaye started in that midfield position, but they could not stop Benacer and Feghouli. Mahrez and Benacer, and eventually the goal scorer, I think I'm saying this right, Belaiili, all just, that whole sort of attacking formation for Algeria was just simply running rampant. And especially in that second half, I feel like it was more in Senegal's favor, especially towards the end of the second half when they finally got back into the game. But they didn't register a shot on target, guys, until the 66th minute. And for Senegal, with that talented of an attack, that is not what you're expecting by any means. And I think that has to be a props given to what this Algeria squad is able to do defensively, despite having all of these sort of attackers in that formation, especially, Bounedjah, Riyah Mahrez doesn't really play a ton of defense, Feghouli doesn't play a ton of defense, but Benacer and Belaiili, they make up for a lot of that space, and Feghouli providing the assist for Belaili's goal in the 49th minute, giving Algeria the victory. And I just, props to you, Algeria, because I definitely thought Senegal might come through in this game. I think they have the more talented squad, but as we know, or as you know in football, talent doesn't matter if talent doesn't work hard enough. And in this game, Senegal just, they were off the trot. They got ran off the pitch, I feel like. And that's where you sort of miss the starting lineup of Idrissa Gueye, Henry Sevaït, or Saivit, I think is how you say his last name. You miss that lineup where you have Idrissa Gueye's not pace, but more his football IQ and his defensive solidity that he brings to this squad. I think Senegal were prepared for a shootout with Algeria, and it just didn't happen. So, yes, it is really surprising for me, this ending scoreline, but the African Cup of Nations is meant to be a surprising tournament in itself. So it's going to be really exciting to see how Group C now shapes up going forward. Obviously, Kenya play later today with a chance to even it back up with Senegal going into what will be the final set of games in match week 3. Obviously, the round of 16 can hold a ton in store, and Senegal, I feel like, are a team that could make it to that, even in like a next best team spot. So I really do hope that they get to that point, but you got to give props to Algeria in this contest. Riyah Mahrez as well. He had a couple chances, especially that one in the 71st minute. It was so close. I mean, Algeria could have made it too. But Senegal eventually, that last bit of the game, were able to finally get some shots on target. They couldn't get past Mendy. Rather, they couldn't get past the Algeria goalkeeper in goal. And it's a shame. It's a shame for Senegal to lose in this fashion, but at the same time, Algeria, I feel like, deserved it to some degree. They played much harder. They played a much better tactical game, which is why you guys should let me know your thoughts on that contest down in the comments below. Senegal defeating Algeria in the African Cup of Nations, I'm saying that all wrong. Algeria beating Senegal 1-0 in the African Cup of Nations, match day 2 of Group C. You guys need to let me know if you guys would like to see more videos on the African Cup of Nations down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.